Shall we start, sir? Hello.
Yes, actually, you can go ahead.
Okay. So, hello everyone. I'm Archie from the team of GISA Council. I welcome you all to the SOC 2 Audit webinar. GISA Council is a non for profit organization committed to empowering individuals and organizations through specialized training and globally recognized certification. Our mission is to strengthen the cybersecurity and IT governance ecosystem, getting skilled professionals through programs such as Associate Information Systems Auditor, CISSP Prep Training, GDPR Specialist, and many more. Our director, Dr. Hiran, is a visionary in the field of information technology and cybersecurity with over 15 years of global experience as a consultant and lead auditor. She is renowned for shaping the future of risk and compliances. Her passion lies in nurturing the next generation of professionals and guiding them into the dynamic world of information systems audit. In just 1.5 years since our establishment, ISA Council has proudly trained over 2,500 professionals across 59 countries, including participants from 160 plus global enterprises, with more than 30 Fortune 500 companies among them. I am delighted to introduce Mr. Sonu Verma, a seasoned trainer with 17 years of experience helping professionals to advance their career, having worked with multinational corporations and implemented reporting and data integration solutions. The vision through his practical insight, he aims to help individuals to enhance their skills, build successful career, and drive meaningful change in the organization. As a consultant and auditor, his practical insight make him a valuable asset to this webinar. Best wishes to all the participants. Now, sir, over to you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Archie. Welcome on the call
Oh,
team.
good, Diana.
Those people who are not speaking, please keep yourself on mute. Uh, uh, okay, as confirmed by Archie, that this webinar is related to the SOC audit. Security Operations Center. This is not the Security Operations Center, but the audit is Service Organization Controls. In this 1.5 hour of webinar, I will let you know what exactly the SOC audit means, what all types of SOC audits are, how we initiate the SOC audit, and then I will be answering the questions that you people will have. Let me know once my screen is visible. Is the screen visible, Abhimanyu?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, let me know once it is visible.
It's up now.
Divya, is my screen visible to you guys? This Word document.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
All right. So the agenda is that I will let you know the 5 trust criteria of SOC audit. What is the difference between SOC 1, SOC 2 audit, then what is type 1 and type 2 audit. Additionally, I will let you know what are all types of reports are. Okay, what is how we initiate the SOC audit. I will guide you to know how to write the RFP, then the different SOC audit reports, then the bridge letter. Okay. So those people who are already in the audit field, we know that information security rests on works on 3 pillars. That is CIA, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. In SOC audit, we ensure that these 3 pillars are used in order to conduct the audit for any of the organization who wants to initiate the SOC audit. Additionally, we use 2 additional trust criteria that is known as SP. So CIA, you know what is confidentiality, integrity, and availability is. Security and processing integrity. Okay, there are 5 trust criteria that we use to audit any organization based on the requirement given by the client. Okay, there are 2 types of audit that takes place: SOC 1 and SOC 2. Okay. Let me differentiate that before I get into it, and so that you people understand what exactly the concern are. Okay, let's say for an example, the organization wants to start the SOC 1 audit. Okay, SOC 1 audit is basically an audit on financial controls. Okay, financial controls, when we talk about the financial control, the general assumption is that people who are dealing in the organization who is dealing in the financial part, they only go for the financial audit. It is not like that. Even the organization who is dealing in the IT industry, they can initiate the SOC 1 audit to audit their financial controls. Now, there is another audit that takes place called SOC 2. It is basically a security audit. Okay. Now, once we initiate this audit is further divided in 2 parts. SOC 1, type 1, SOC 1, type 2. Then this audit for SOC 2 is also further divided into SOC 2, type 1, and type 2. Okay. Now, before we start, we need to understand when somebody says that, okay, I need to initiate the SOC 1 type 1 audit, you need to know what he's talking about. What is SOC 1 SOC type 2 audit? And same for the SOC 2 type 1 type 2. Okay. The difference between type 1 and type 2 is nothing other than the time period. Okay. Type 1 audit is for point of time audit, and SOC 2 type 2 or SOC 1 type 2 is for period of audit, period of time. Okay. Same for SOC 2. Now, let's say I need to audit an organization for any of these SOC audits. So either it is a SOC 1 or SOC 2 for a period of 1 month. Let's say, assume an example, I want to audit just for 1 month. Okay. This 1 month audit, when I say, okay, let's say January 24, 2025, from 1st Jan to 31st Jan. Okay. Now, when we say that this is the audit I want to conduct, okay, this time period in the audit is known as audit period. Okay. Now, what will happen as an auditor if you go there and ask, conduct the SOC 1 type 1 audit or SOC 2 type 1 audit? Okay. In both the cases, what you need is the evidence to audit this organization. You cannot ask an organization to share the evidence. Let's say I am auditing a firewall log. Okay. I want the evidence to be delivered to me as an auditor so that I can audit the firewall log. I cannot ask the auditee, the company, to share the data beyond 1st of January. I cannot go ahead and say, okay, can you give me the data of 21st of this October, November, or December? Or can I ask, okay, can you share me the data that is of 10th of February? No, because your SOC 1 audit is point of audit, okay, where the organization has chose to go for the audit for 1 month. So this is for 1 month. Now, when organization says, okay, I want to conduct the full-time audit, and that is for 1 complete year, okay, let's say from January 25, 24 to December 24, okay, where your audit period becomes January 24 to 31st, or let's say 30th December 24. Okay. So the time period of time, you can see it is for 1 or 1 year, and here it is for 1 month. So when somebody says that it is a SOC 1 type 1 audit, you need to understand the audit has just taken for 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months. It is not, the audit report is not capturing for complete 1 year. Any question, team, here in understanding type 1 and type 2? Anyone? Any question?
Sir, I have a question, Tapashankar.
Sure. Sure.
See, this 1 to 3 months, suppose if it's 6 months, still it will,
6 months.
till 1 year, it
No.
will be considered point of time, or
No.
1 to 3
No,
months point.
No, it is mostly for 3 months or maximum 6 months. I have never seen the audit report for type 1 for 1 year. When it is reaching type 1 year, it is
Yeah.
exceeding 6 months, it is falling under type 2.
Okay, I wanted to understand that once. Thank you,
Sure.
sir. Thank you.
All right. Now,
Hi, Sonu, Ketan here. I have a question on SOC 1 Type 1. Why are we considering the audit period for 1 month?
we are not considering. It is the organization who wants to conduct the audit for just for 1 month. Let's say normally what happens, this is a surprise audit actually, to be honest. Okay.
Mhm.
Let me tell you, where I do not want my organization to prepare themselves and saying that, okay,
Okay.
we are compliant. What they do,
Mhm.
they simply send an email that, okay, the audit is going to take place from next days. Okay.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what happens, let's say there is an example, let's say help desk or the ID deactivation, okay, where the company is responsible to deactivate the IDs within
Mhm.
24 to 48 hours. Okay. So what
Okay.
happened? Okay, good question. Let me make you understand. Okay.
Sure.
Let's
Sure.
say Friday, a person leaves the organization and your
Mhm.
organization policy says that your ID needs to be deactivated within 24 to 48 hours. Okay.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, when this person is going to deactivate the ID, that is Monday or Tuesday, right? But what
So
happens
we're
in the
not
SOC
considering
1
the
audit?
business. Okay. We are not considering the weekends. We are considering the business days.
And this is what the finding will come. Okay, once the
Okay.
auditor will say, okay, the ID has not been deactivated within 24 hours. Okay,
Mhm.
so there is a gap in the policy that says that ID needs to be deactivated within
Mhm.
24 hours, but it does not talk about ID
The
getting
business day.
deactivated within 24 business hours. Okay,
Okay. Got it. Mhm.
all right. Now, once we understand this SOC 1, type 1 audit and type 2 audit, okay, audit report basically for any of this audit, type 1, type 2, okay, the audit report is very huge. Okay, if it is approximately 50 pages, 60 pages, I will show the audit report also. So those people who have worked in the audit, we know that for ISO audit, we get a certificate that this organization has gone through the ISO part. And what
Mhm.
we do, we publish that certificate on the web page of the company stating that, okay, our company is ISO certified. If it is a NIST CSF audit, we get 1 page of executive summary stating that we have gone through the NIST CSF audit. But in SOC audit, we do not get any kind of executive letter or any kind of certificate. So how will I ensure that my clients or other vendor will get to know that, yes, we are SOC compliant, okay, whether it's a type 1, type 2, or it's a type SOC 1 report or SOC 2 or type 1, type 2. So there is an attestation that comes, okay, that company can publish this report on the website. This is a SOC 3 report, SOC 3 audit report. Okay. It is generally an attestation stating that company has gone through the audit. Okay. Now, SOC 3 report is basically for 1 or 2 pages that you can publish on the website, since we do not get the certificate on the SOC audit. Is this clear to you? What is SOC 1, SOC 2, type 1, type 2, and SOC 3?
One quick query. I'm Polumi. Just wanted to understand more from Stock One Type 1 report. So, as you're mentioning that it's just a point in time, maybe a 1 month period you can take. But do you also kind of mention this audit period in the report which you publish?
Yes, in the report, it is always mentioned that that we have a audit period. Okay, without audit period, no audit report is complete. Yes, we need to mention that. Have I answered your question?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Now,
So, sorry, one more question here. Though it's a surprise audit which you are providing to that organization, but it can still go on for 1 year, right? For SOC
SOC
1?
1 audit, SOC 1 audit, type 1?
Yes.
No. See, why it will not go for 1 year? Okay. You're talking about the length of the audit? People conducting the audit will take 2 months, 3 months time? Is that what you're talking?
No. Frequency, the assessment period, audit
No,
period.
it shouldn't increase more than 6 months. But that is why it is divided into type 1 and type 2. Okay.
Oh,
If it
okay.
is more than 6 months, it is type 2 audit.
So it can go only for max 6 months, but not beyond that one.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, there is a question here. Okay. SOC 3 audit is done. Okay. A SOC 3 audit report is understood now. Now, just understand that we as an organization, let's say GISA Council as an audit organization, they want to go for annual audit. Okay. Let's say it is an annual audit. Okay. Where the frequency is January to December. Every year, GISA Council asks some of the auditing company to audit. Okay. So let's say I need to audit January to December 24, and I need to cover this audit period. So when should I start the audit? Okay. It can start anytime after December, because we are asking this audit period. Okay. This audit period we are mentioning because we need to ask the evidence to be provided by the SPOC, who will give you the evidence to audit. So once you are selecting this audit period, you can start the audit next month, let's say January 2025, March 2025, June 2025. Okay. Now there is a question. Let's say there was a pandemic. Okay. Due to which what happened, auditor could not travel, and last line to do the audit online.
So no, we lost you. Sonu, you there?
We are not able to hear him, or he might be lost.
Might be rejoining. We can wait. Sonu, are you able to hear us?
Since it got disconnected. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Now, let's say GISA Council has an audit report that captures from January 24 to December 24. Okay. Now, a client who wants to do the business in 2025, they're asking, okay, can you share that you are SOC compliant so that I can initiate the business with you with the assurance that my data is safe? GISA Council said, okay, here is the report, SOC report. We always go through the SOC audit. The client says your report captures from January 24 to December 24. You're sharing the report in 2025. Do you have any report that confirms that from 24 December till September 25, for this 9 months, your organization has not gone through any change? They are still compliant. Can you tell me that? Do you have a mid SOC type 1 audit report? GISA Council says, no, I do not have it. So how many months of the gap we have? January 24 to September?
Approximately 8 to 9 months.
8 to 9 months. Okay. So for this 9 months, we need to ensure that we need to provide an confirmation to the client that yes, my organization does not have a report which captures till September. Of course, it happens every time. Okay, let's say even in February, a client wants to join. The GISA Council says that I initiate the audit in every March. Okay, next month my audit report will be available. Okay, so what is the way to handle this situation? Okay, let's say even if it is January, instead of it is September, it is Feb, just 2 months of the gap. So in order to bridge this gap, okay, to confirm the client that yes, my organization is still compliant, there is no data breach, no control has been changed. So there is an attestation letter that we provide to the client. No, my organization is
I think again we lost your screen.
Team, give me just a minute. It seems my system got hanged. 1 second, please. I apologize for this. By the time the system is getting up, any questions so far, team? Any
So no,
question, team?
actually, yeah. So no, actually, I wanted to know why we need this certification when we have ISO certification in place in our organization.
Okay, certain clients, they want to have a SOC audit instead of ISO. Okay, what is happening these days? The challenges is that these days ISO certificates are quickly available, and there is no SOC certification. Okay, so in order to have this issue resolved, client wants to go for SOC audit. Additionally, the SOC audit takes place because of two additional criteria, that is security plus data processing. Okay, processing security. Okay, there are two additional controls, additional domain that SOC says that we need to audit, and that is why client asked for the SOC SOC audit report.
What are those two additional controls?
CIA. Okay, in ISO, we audit on the basis of CIA. Okay. However, in SOC audit, we audit CIA plus SP, security plus processing integrity. There are 5 trust criteria on the basis of which we go ahead and conduct the audit for any organization. Okay.
Okay.
Are any standard, say like maybe ISO 9000, ISO standard, if you want to get certification, there is a 9000 standard which stipulates the requirements to be met by the organization. Similarly, for the SOC audit, is there any maybe set a standard, so against which the auditor or maybe organization can implement and auditor can do the audit so they can get the readiness?
You are on mute.
Sir, we cannot hear you.
You are on mute.
Okay, now I think system is up and running. All right, can you see my screen now? Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
So I have one quick question regarding, as you said, that in the ISO 27001, we are just looking towards CIA, that is confidentiality, integrity, and availability, while in SOC 2, rather, we have this 5 trust criterias. But if
Right.
I'm not wrong, like we already have this CIA thing in SOC 2, but the additional 2 would be the
Security
security and the
and
privacy, right?
yes, processing integrity.
No, processing integrity is already there in the ISO 27001, right? So the
No,
additional would be in SOC
that
2
is
is.
integrity. It is processing integrity. We are talking about the data integrity, data processing. So it talks about masking the data, encryption or encrypting the data, asset tagging, etc. I will let you know. Your
Okay.
confusion will get over. Just wait for some time. Okay.
Okay, sure.
All right. Now, any question in the bridge letter, understanding why we issue bridge letter?
Actually, I would like to understand how many months we can issue the bridge letter maximum.
Bridge letter can be issued for 6 months. And if there is no audit, then bridge letter needs to be reviewed. I will show you how the bridge letter looks like.
But actually, is there anywhere documented whether we can see the 6
No,
months?
it is just a what you call survey transaction practice. 1 second. Let me show you the bridge letter.
And also suppose that if
What
review will be under process, so how many times we can review and
you will get to know. Just allow me some time. Let me explain that. This is a SOC. Can you see the SOC 2 report?
Yes.
Is my screen visible? Okay. Now, in the SOC 2 report, okay, how this SOC 2 type 2 audit report looks like, okay. Now, there are certain things by the time the bridge letter is opening. Let's discuss the SOC 2 report. How this report looks like, and there are certain criteria things that you should know that when you're auditing a SOC 2 report. Okay, SOC 2 report is an audit report, and as an internal auditor, you need to audit the report also. Okay, so what you need to audit, how you are going to audit whether the SOC report is written completely fine and it is compliant and it is meeting the client criteria. First thing you will check what is the type of the report is written. Then the audit period is mentioned. Okay, there is something called audit report signature. Okay, when this report has been generated and who has signed that. So where you will find it, you will go down.
Sonu, sorry for the. Actually, we want to understand that someone has asked that question, stating that what guidelines or standard which we need to follow before going to the report. Can you suggest us which guideline we have to follow? I think when you're talking the time it was mute. Can you please tell that so we can understand what it is?
Okay, the controls that we need to follow is written in the policy. That is what I'm saying. Once let me browse through the report, you will get to know what are the trust criteria and what we need to audit. Okay, so here it says common control criteria, security and availability. Then it is further divided in controls. Okay, section 5, other information provided. Okay. Now I will get you to the control list. Hang on. Okay.
So no, I think they are asking like what standard is being followed based on that.
There is SOC itself is a framework. It is a framework. We do not. It is not like ISO team that where we are following the standard. There is a difference between standard and framework. Like COVID is a framework. ISO is a standard. NIST is a framework. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
so this is this. Yeah, this is a framework. Okay. Let me go to the control.
So where we will get this framework document? Is there any link or any kind of guidelines? Any kind of?
I will share this report so that you can get it from here. So I will share this report. Don't worry.
Okay.
So team, this is the audit report signature date. Okay, where you can see the report date. There is a two things that you need to understand. There is an audit period and report date. For audit period, I have shown that. And this is the report date when the report has been signed. If somebody says that what is the audit report date, you will give this date, not the audit period date. Okay, now on the basis of that, once we go down, okay. See, this is a 52 pages of the report. They have written the methodology, controls, how they have audited. Okay. Now, wait. Here, from here, the controls start. Okay. They have given what is the inquiry, observation, inspection, and re-performance means, and then they've started auditing. Okay, control number, this, the entity demonstrate a commitment to integrity and ethical value. Under this, they have audited two controls. the sub controls. One is the employee handbook. It says maintains an employee handbook which includes policies and procedures outlining operating practices and business conduct. The employee handbook is reviewed annually. Okay, this is what the company's policy says, that yes, we have an annual employee handbook which gets annually reviewed. This is their policy. The auditor has inspected the most recent version of the employee handbook. They asked to share the handbook. They verify it includes policies and procedures outlining operating practices and business conduct of for personnel and was reviewed annually. Now, once they have audited this evidence, the auditor needs to write down the auditor's remarks in the test results. They says no exceptions noted. When we write no exceptions noted, it means this control under the integrity part is compliant. The second part, what they did, personnel are required to read and accept the confidentiality and intellectual property agreement and employee handbook upon hire. It is basically talking about the non-disclosure agreement that all the organization gives you to sign when you during your onboarding. So this is the onboarding processes under the integrity part. Okay, inspected the signed acknowledgement. They said to recruitment team, okay, share me few samples that this is the samples has been selected by the auditor. Let's say this is a 1 month or 1 year audit. Within a year, 100 people have joined this organization from January till December. So from January to December, auditor said, okay, 2 from January, 2 from March, 2 from June, 2 from, they randomly selected. They check whether the employee has signed the NDA document or not. They said, okay, sign. No exceptions noted. In the same way, they have audited multiple controls. I will share this report with you guys. You can use this. And everywhere it is writing no exceptions. For the security training completions, management established continued training. Yes, the ISO and SCOBIT and SOC says employee needs to go for the security training. They says, okay, I have seen, inspected the security training certificate, training completion certificates for sample of personnel active during the examination period. Active during the examination period. Even if the person has left the organization now, let's say I'm auditing from January to December 24. I'm auditing the month of March. The person has resigned and left the organization in February. Can I select this person as a part of testing? Yes, because the person was active during my audit period. So they have verified, okay, people are going through the annual training. No exceptions noted. Okay. Now they have audited the BCP, DR, risk assessment. Okay, this part portion team, what we do, this training that we are going to start from 8th of this month, 8th of November. This training is completely for practical session for 35 to 36 hours. Okay. In case you people are interested, okay, how you are going to register, you will go here. I will share this link. Even the team will share the link. You will go here to the GISA Council website. You will register yourself for this complete practical course, and I will be providing you the complete training, okay, from here. So those people who wants to go to the full-time training, they can register here. Now, coming back to our now, there will be certain cases where you will find the findings. Okay, in the findings, they will write down exceptions noted. And accordingly, below that, they will write down what exceptions they have noted. Exceptions means why the organization is not compliant, what findings they have got. Okay. Now, let's say, let me give you one more example. If I have in this report, no exceptions noted, no exceptions noted. They are auditing everything. See, they are asking auditing annual penetration testing report also. No exceptions noted. They have audited SOC 3 last year report, SOC 2023 also. Okay, no exceptions noted. Okay, they have audited annual risk assessment part also. No exceptions noted. Risk
There
assessment.
was no testing performed actually.
Sorry.
There
No
was no
testing
testing
performed. Oh,
in the annual risk
Yeah,
assessment.
thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
I wanted to discuss this
No
part. Okay.
exceptions. No
Okay, I
testing.
wanted to discuss this part. No testing performed. Okay, here it says, as per annual risk assessment, management identified controls that have been designed and operated to address risk. When the need of new control is identified, management develops the requirement for the new controls and use the change management process to implement. So what they did, inspected the annual risk assessment to verify that management established control to mitigate risk. No exceptions noted here. Per inspection of the annual risk assessment and inquiry with the management, there were no controls implemented during the examination period. Therefore, no testing of this process for implementation of the new control was performed. Okay, what happens? Sometime when you go for the audit, okay, they say, okay, I want to audit how many IDs have been deactivated, whether the IDs are getting deactivated on time or not. Let's say you're doing for 1 month audit, and that month there is no person who has left the organization. So there is no way to test. So you need to write down, no testing of the process for implementation of new control was confirmed. So no testing performed here. Okay, they could not write whether this is a compliant or not compliant, because the activity, let's say for this change management, did not occur during this period of time, audit period. So you have written no testing performed. Sometimes they write down unable to verify due to due to the control did not take place. No person left the organization during this period, so you write down no testing performed. Okay, no exceptions noted, no exceptions noted. Okay, I will share. This is a huge report. I don't want to burn the time here more. Okay, now once you have report, I will share this report with you guys to get a look. These are the controls. Okay, the question is that from where can I get these controls? Okay, and how you will modify these controls, these requirements. Okay, now if an organization is working where there is no software development or there is no patch management or change management, so are you going to include that control here? No, because you are auditing on the basis of this framework, but at the same time, you are excluding that control because the control is not applicable for this organization. Okay. Now, where is the bridge letter? Okay, let me see. Okay, let's say for a bridge letter, it has been issued by a bridge letter. It says, "Dear valued customer, as you know, the company name has underwent a SOC 1 Type 2 examination for cloud services for period 1st April till 30th September of this year." Okay. Now, the objective of this letter is to provide our clients and our clients' external financial statement auditor with an update regarding our services and the related controls included in the scope of SOC 1 report for the period of so and so. In light of this, please be advised. Okay, this is the main statement. In the light of this, please be advised that the following statements are true to the best of my knowledge for the period of time between the conclusion of review period and the date of this letter. This conclusion of review period, that is your audit end date, okay, when this audit took place, let's say from September, on 30th September, this has been, the audit was taken place. Now they are issuing the this letter after 3 months. There have been no events subsequent to review period of this report that would have a significant effect on our assessment contained within this report. There have been no significant changes to our services. They're writing everything, okay? There have been no significant changes to our control objectives or the related control activities. But what they have written, described in SOC 1 report. Okay, we are giving the attestation only to those controls which have been audited during this audit. Okay, if any new controls have been audited, we are not attesting that. Let's say a new software company has signed up and we have an SDLC process now in the organization, software development lifecycle. Let's say it started in February. This audit report is till September. So that we are not going to give the attestation that our software development lifecycle or application team, a department or software department is compliant. We are going to provide the attestation only to those controls which is audited in your SOC report. The control activities that governs our services have been operated as described in SOC 1 report. There have been no changes to complementary users entity controls, user blah, blah, blah. And at the end, they will write down, we are not aware of any significant operating or design deficiencies specific to controls activity described in SOC 1 report that have occurred since the conclusion of this review period. Okay. Now, this is the final statement they write. And then they write, okay, Vice President of SAS Compliance. It is, they can write, it is the CISO of the organization who can write, and it is the auditing company, okay, they can also write to where the organization has onboarded any company to audit, they can also provide this letter. 3 people, either the head of this, the SOC, information security, chief information security officer, or the auditing company. So let's see who has given this. This is written by Oracle itself, Oracle company, the vice president of SAS compliance. Any questions so far, team?
So the Oracle is the auditor here.
No, it is an auditing. Auditor is American underwent SOC 1. Oracle America. No, this is the auditing. Okay, so they are writing that they have given going through this. Oracle has gone through this audit. They are writing it. So this is the internal what you call letter. The Oracle people have given this letter. Sometime what happened? Let's say there are what you call big 4 companies. Okay. Big 4 companies, KPMG, EY, Deloitte, and PricewaterhouseCoopers, A-Line. Okay, what they do, they are responsible basically. A-Line is not a big 4. Okay. Big 4 companies are these: KPMG, EY, Deloitte, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. These are the big 4 auditing companies in India. Okay. And it operates in other countries also and fairly known as big 4. So this company conducts the audit. Okay, and there are multiple other companies also, and they can also issue the bridge letter.
The one who has done the SOC 1 audit, they only have to share the bridge letter, or any other company, let's say KPMG has done the audit, SOC 1 audit, and now there's they are going to, the organization is going to some other organization now, let's say for Deloitte. So now bridge letter will be done shared by who, which company?
No. Since KPMG has done the audit for 2024, let's say KPMG has done the audit for 2024, and the bridge letter is going to be issued against, as we confirm, we are on giving the attestation only to the report that is available. If KPMG has conducted this audit, only KPMG will provide the attestation letter. Next year, let's say Deloitte is doing the audit. Okay, we change the vendor in 2025. Can Deloitte give the attestation letter to the KPMG audit report? No, it is a violation. So those auditing company who has done the audit, they are responsible to provide you the attestation letter, which is a bridge letter. Is that clear?
Yeah,
Now, how this audit starts? Okay, let's say I need to start now we know what is SOC 1 report, what is type 1, type 2 report. Okay. Now I need to start the audit. So let's say how the audit starts in an organization. Now, there is something called RFP, a request for proposal for SOC 2 audit. Now, GISA Council wants to get themselves audited. So they write. Okay. They are giving the RFP. They write about the introduction about the company. We now wish to address our requirement for SOC 2. Okay. How will I get to know what is the requirement for this audit? Sometime there is something called, okay, DRL in the, okay. Let me add here. There is something called DRL. Okay, this is called data request list. It is fairly known as IRL also, ERL or initial essential data request. Okay. If somebody says, okay, we have a DRL or ERL, that is in initial data request, EDR. Okay, we talk it about the EDR. Now, how will I get to know that me as an auditing company, what all things I need to audit? I am not the owner of the company. I need to get the confirmation from the organization that what all departments you want me to audit. The question is, can an organization remove any of the department from the audit purview? Can we do this?
Yes, we can.
Okay. And what is the logic behind this?
To define the scope.
Perfect. Okay. So to define the scope, an organization can add, remove the department from the audit. Okay. This is completely under the auditor's controls. They can say that, okay, I do not want to audit, let's say, software development lifecycle, since it is a newly onboarded department. We are just in the kindergarten stage. I do not want you to go ahead and audit my software development department and give me the finding. So how does it work? Okay, they say, okay, here the scope means, okay, defining the scope has two things. Scope basically means what we need to audit, why we need to audit, including what we do not need to audit. Okay, basically it works as a boundary for the auditor that we are not going to touch the department where the auditor has themselves says that, okay, we do not want this department to be audited. Okay. So in DRL, we will ask the data request from this organization. Okay, we need this data to be supplied. Okay, now how you are going to ask this in SOC 2 report, if you see, okay, let me see if I have. log on. Okay, here. Supervisor notifies security administrator of resignation or termination result in the person's logon ID being disabled or the password resets. Okay. So how we go ahead and create a DRL. Let's say this is one of the controls in the policy they share, that our access management policy says that when somebody leaves the organization, supervisor is responsible to inform the security administrator, administrator. Along with that, they need to raise a ticket for disabling the IDs. Okay, now I'm writing in front of you. Okay. Supervisor, let's say this is the policy of access management, one of the content of access management policy. Supervisor will inform the ID team and raise the Jira ticket to disable the IDs. The ID management team, ID team will deactivate the ID within 2 business days. Okay. Now, can somebody help me? How many controls, how many evidence we need here to validate that this controls is compliant? Anyone can tell me that? What all we need to ask from the, if let's say you are auditing this organization, what you're going to ask in the DRL?
The Jira ticket
Correct?
itself, the Jira ticket itself and the AD configuration, whether the ID got disabled or not.
Perfect. So let's say in the domain, we have written
Whether it
access.
got disabled during that period of time which has been set. If it's
Perfect.
taken no.
Perfect. That is what I was trying to hear from you guys. Thank you. Who is this guy? What's your name?
Tapashankar, sir.
Okay. Here, let's say we need to audit. Now, what we are auditing first is the access management. So we will ask in the DRL, access management policy we need. Then list of levers of attrition, list of attrition, or let's say attrition report or for this audit period from HR. Okay. Now, third, I will need dump of Jira ticket. Then I will, I will select the Jira ticket and I will send, let's say I have selected ticket number, then we are doing sampling. Let's say the ticket number is for 1 to 50. There are 50 tickets which have been created for people who have left the organization to disable the IDs. I will say, okay, in the attrition report of this audit period, along with LWD, last working day. Now, I selected a ticket. I said, okay, give me the samples. Let's say I selected the ticket number 1, let's say 6, 15, 20, and so on. Okay. Now, I will need a screenshot of ID deactivated, ID deactivation screenshot. Okay. Some of the users, they say, okay, Active Directory we have disabled, but additionally, the ID deactivation screenshots of sampled people, the ID deactivation of all tools and applications. Now, how you will, this is not clearly written in any of the SOC controls. You need to understand that how to go through these SOC controls. You will read the policy. You will make a domain access management. you will share the DRL with the team that we are going to audit. And additionally, what you will do, here you will write down name of Spock. Okay, so what the organization does, okay, there is a person who says, okay, head of the department, I need to say, okay, I am an auditor and an external auditor. How will I get the access management policy? So what we'll do, the Spock team, the head of department will say, okay, A is the Spock of access management team. Attrition is the onboarding team or recruitment team will provide, or the HR team, okay, HR department, let's say HR department, okay.
So
They will
what is
give
this
you,
attrition report here on
sorry?
LWD? What is the attrition report and LWD
Attrition,
also? Yeah.
It is the
LWD is last
termination
working,
list,
termination list. The LWD is last working day.
last working day.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, why we need this? Because once somebody says, okay, ID, let's say I have given you, hang on. Let me see if I have that. Now, let's say I have a person called June whose last working day, 25th September. I need the tools deactivation screenshot. Let's say they have given me, the ID team said, okay, here is the deactivation report for this user, sir, tool deactivation. And here is the deactivation date. Now, this person has left the organization on 25th. The ID got deactivated on 30th September. Okay. So I need to check on 25th September, was that Friday? Even if it's Fridays, so Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Monday, the ID should be deactivated on 28th September. But the ID deactivation team sent a screenshot stating that the ID has been deactivated on 30th September. Is it a violation of the policy? Is this a violation of the policy? Yes, no, maybe team.
If policy is defined 24-hour and Saturday, Sunday will fall into this, then no.
No, it is written 24 business hours. Let's
Okay,
say
so it is a violation.
it is still
Violation.
it is a violation because the ID was supposed to be deactivated on the very next day, 24 hours, that is Monday, or 28, or 48 hours, 29. But it has violated the compliance policy, okay, of ID deactivation.
मैं बॉम्बे में हूँ, VC में हूँ.
Can please put yourself on
बॉम्बे
mute.
में
Please put yourself on mute. The person who is talking on the phone.
ठीक है. भाई आपको एक अच्छा चीज भेज रहा है. मेरा सॉरी.
Okay. Oh, OCP is also on the call. All right. So this deactivation, this is the non-compliance. So in the way, why we need this DRL to be created, we need to know what DRL, how you are going to validate these controls. So first you need an access management policy. The HR team will give you the attrition report with last working day. Then the team will give you the JIRA ticket because it says supervisor will submit the ticket. I need to know all the ticket. Let's say I have got 50 users deactivation. Okay, let's say HR team report says 50 users left. I got JIRA ticket for 45 people. Where are those 5 people? Ticket. Okay, that is why we are asked. So there is another escalation that 5 IDs have been deactivated without the ticket. It is violating the JIRA audit trail logs. then ID deactivation. So this complete process, I will be teaching you for each and every domain during the practical session that is starting from 8th of this month, November. And that is for 36 hours. I will be covering access management, business continuity planning, logical security, network security, operation security, physical security audit, HR audit, training audit, software development lifecycle, cloud security, how we are going to audit. That will be taught within that 36 hours in the class, the practical session that is starting from next week. Okay, you can register as I shown there. That you will go here and you will sign there in that list.
May I know what are the classes timing and
it's a 5:30 to 9:30. 5:30 to 9:30.
Means 3 hours, 4 hours.
4 hours, yes.
Do we have any other slot?
No, that is a fixed slot. If you want the different slots, you can speak to the support team. The my support team will help you out in aligning your new process. Okay,
No,
but
actually,
as of now,
may I know is the weekend or weekdays?
it's a weekend team. We know that we are all are working, so we are going to ensure that the people are not leaving their offices and for this training. Yes, SMD, you have some question?
What is the cost for the course?
That my team will get now. We'll talk to you on this thing. This for complete 36 hours practical session. It's like I just gave you the DRL, how to create the DRL. But in the class, I will take out the attrition report. I will take out the Jira ticket. I will tell you how to do the sampling of the tickets, and then how you will write the audit report findings, and then how you will write the findings if you have got the finding, how you're going to write the risk, and then how you will prepare a report, how you will present the report. This is a complete practical session from starting from RFP to the closure of the audit.
But Sonu, I just have a question. When this is all about auditing is fine, but when it comes to implementation, how different is it from ISO 27000 implementation in that case?
So ISO implementation, this is the audit for based on the ISA. Okay, implementation, which framework you want to implement? Which framework?
Can we audit on any of the framework? SOC 2 audit? SOC 1, SOC 2?
In this class, this is the ISA class. SOC will be covered here. SOC we will cover, but not the implementation. This is the audit class.
Yeah.
No, as an organization, if they want to implement before going to this SOC 2 auditor, what the implementation criteria will be there? That is asking.
All the trust criteria, the control sheet that I will be sharing, everything needs to be implemented there. Let's say if we are auditing an access management, so you need to ensure that we have an access management team who has the ID management tools, IAM tools. There is a Jira ticketing tools. There is a protocol SOP that is implemented. There is a deadline have also been written for the ID deactivation. There is an internal control. There is an internal audit team who can audit them. It is not that we are asking the external auditor to come and audit your organization, and then you find that there are multiple gaps. So the implementation part takes place for all the department. Then we conduct the internal audit. When we satisfy on the basis of report that our internal audit team provides the report stating that all the controls are implemented, yes, then you can go ahead and ask the external auditor to come and audit, because the external audit is really, really expensive.
Thank you, Sonu. Now, if I've implemented ISO 27001 framework, on that, will I be able to get a SOC report?
No, you need to add additional controls. There are additional controls.
Okay, no.
Hey, hi Shonu. I have a different question regarding the process. Suppose that I have done this course, but still I am not able to sign the attestation report because I am not a certified CPA.
You got cut off in between. Can you please? Why don't you guys switch on the camera for a moment, if you guys are comfortable. Those who are comfortable only.
So actually, my question is, am I clear?
Yes, Vikas.
Yeah. So my question is, suppose that after this course, still I am not able to sign the attestation report because I am not a certified CPA. Only certified CPA can sign the attestation report. Am I right?
Which
Or
report? A SOC report.
yes, the attestation report.
Yes, SOC report is when you first you need to have CPA certification. But to do the audit, you do not need the CPA. Your senior will sign the report. You will be conducting the audit.
Got it.
Like for ISO, let's say you can conduct the ISO audit, but you cannot issue the ISO certificate. The organizations who has the license to issue the certificate, the certification body, the accreditation body, they will work together on the basis of your report, and then they provide the certificate. They do
Got
they also do the audit after your audit.
What is that CPA?
What did you say, FND?
What is the CPA? I didn't get that.
Vikas will tell you. What is CPA? Certified. It is a
Certified public accountant. Certified public accountant. It is ACPIA, American. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Normally what happens? Yes. Yes,
yes, I wanted to know one thing. Do we also include ITGC controls? If yes,
yes, there are
various,
yes,
there
there are
various
ITGC controls.
There are various applications like in the organization. You have SAP, you have Oracle, right? There are various teams who actually work on access management. So as an auditor, do I need to know from where I need to download this report for the list of the users or?
No. Digvijay, you know what? Auditor work is to audit. They do not have this workload to download. Let's say the database administrator will download that access control, the list of the people who have the list access, role-based access, super admin user access. Okay, you don't need to download. Even they will not give you the right because you are an external auditor. They will not give you the access to download the report. And that is why the protocol is that it says auditor will speak to the department head. Department heads are responsible to provide you the SPOC name, that is a single point of contact name. You will send an email to them on the basis of DRL. That person will send you the evidence, whether it's a Jira ticket, whether it's an ID deactivated deactivation screenshot. They will share through the email or they will submit on a SharePoint. From there, you can start the audit.
Okay. So it's the different team. I just need to ask the list of the document from the responsible person so that I can do the audits.
Right.
One question I have, ITGC topics will be covered, right? SOC will also be covered, right? But the only thing is I will be having a theoretical knowledge like how we do. I know
this is not a theoretical knowledge. There is a practical session.
Okay. I have experience of ISO 9001 lead auditor. I know how to conduct the audits. Yes, how to do the audits. But specific to ITGC controls, I need to know from where to check and everything. Will my experience will help somehow in this?
Yes. Control sheet, the audit mechanism is same, report writing is same, but auditing is an IT audit. Okay. In QMS, what happens? We mostly audit the quality manual, the quality things of the organizations, their policies and SOPs. But here it is in depth of the IT part. You should be knowing what exactly. Let's say for software development, we need to audit. Okay, it is quite different from the QMS. Okay, for ISMS and QMS are quite different. Let's say if you are auditing the quality manuals, quality policies, and other stuffs, SOPs, etc. in QMS audit. In ISMS, what we do let's say we are auditing a software development lifecycle. We need to know what is agile framework, what is waterfall, okay, how we audit the secure code review report, whether do you have the exposure to validate the VAPT report or not, okay, then how will you ensure that the secure code review is done by the authorized people or not? So do you have the listing of those people or not? how you will validate. Sometimes what happens, the organization says, okay, my organization has gone through the audit, here is the report. Okay. But you need to ensure that the qualified person from the software team has gone through the audit and they have done the source code review. Okay. If that there is a mistakes, okay, so there is a major issue that can happen in the software. Agile process, what is the waterfall process? These are the certain things that I will be teaching during these 36 hours.
What are the various kind of roles I can expect when I'll be applying? Is it ITGC audits or how? IT audits, where I can apply?
This ISA training helps you in getting the ISO auditor, SOC auditor, or NIST CSF. Of course, I will not say NIST CSF, but you will be auditing on the GDPR audit, SOC 2, ISO, these audits. Yes, in the GRC team also you can apply as a SOC analyst. SOC 2 auditor, internal auditor, GRC analyst, something like that. If you do not have the good number of work experience, if you have more than 10 years of experience or 7-8 years, you can apply for the manager level.
Okay, got it.
Any more question, team?
Yes, Sonu. So just wanted to understand if SOC 2 Type 2 can start immediately after the Type 1, or rather anyone, SOC 1 or SOC 2, Type 2 can start immediately after Type 1.
Yes. It is the organization. Sometimes what they do, they conduct the joint audit. Okay. There is a concept called joint audit. I want my organization to go through the SOC audit plus ISO audit. Okay. Let's say that there is a client who is sitting in European Union. Okay. They are giving you European Union data. They said, okay, I am not comfortable with the ISO certification. I want the GDPR audit report also. Okay. So what the organization does, they ask the GDPR audit also to go through parallelly, and at the same time, ISO audit is happening parallelly. So this is known as the joint audit. So yes, they can initiate. In the same time, also you can initiate the audit.
Okay.
Yes, Christian, you have some question? Christian, you have some question? You raise the hand. No question? Okay. Let me open the queue. Is there is anyone who wants
So
to
I
ask?
have a question. Now, since we are speaking about auditing, is it okay without knowing SOC implementation, I should be able to get into auditing directly? What do you suggest here? Or it is mandatory to learn the implementation also?
Okay, what is your requirement, Jayant, of this training? This training is for ISA, not the SOC. What exactly is your ask from this training? You want to go for the SOC audit learning or SOC implementation?
Well, that's what I'm asking you now, actually, because we are talking about auditing. I understand, but before I get into auditing, I was thinking I should have a good hands-on experience on implementation also, right? That is what I wanted to know from you. Yeah.
Okay. Let me put it in the normal way. Okay, let's say we need to prepare a cup of tea. So what happens? We don't go and start making the tea. What we do, we watch our mom that how she is preparing the cup of tea. Sometimes we help her. Okay, we know how to prepare the tea now. We got to know the process, and then someday we go ahead and start making the tea. Okay, so in the implementation part, if you have the basic understanding, implementation is a very vast term. Okay, for an organization, if you're implementing ISO, it takes more than 3 months, 6 months. If you're implementing CMMI framework, that is going to take almost 2 years. Okay, for SOC, it takes 6 months, 7 months, because there are multiple layer of money involvement. The controls, if you're implementing, let's say ISO audit, you got it learned. Okay, now you are saying to an organization that your organization is processing the confidential data. Now you need to implement 2 firewalls or 3 firewalls. Okay, the organization will not immediately give the money to implement 2 firewalls or 3 firewalls. Okay. So what happens? The audit part, once you learn the audit part, then it is very smooth to implement any of the framework.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
I have a single question, Sonu, regarding the TCA, trust service criteria. So, what are TCS as mandatory?
What are
What TCS service trust criteria are mandatory?
all the 5 trust criteria are mandatory? All of them for SOC. All 5.
But somewhere I just heard the security trust criteria is mandatory. Else we can opt or we can remove.
That is from ISO. If you go for ISO, it says if an organization claims to be ISO certified or ISO compliant, they can skip any controls which is not mentioned from clause number 4 to 10. Okay, 4 to 10 are the mandatory clauses. Okay, there are 114 controls. Let me make you understand this way. Okay, let's say a password management password management we need to deploy in an organizations. So password says that all the IDs and password must be secured. All the machines should have IDs and password. Now, just understand, you have a printer in your office. What you do when you supply the control P command, when you give the print, what happens? Does it ask for the password? Does it ask for the password, Vikas?
No.
Okay, so your organization has not deployed the password. In big organizations, in the good organization, those who are complying with the ISO or SOC, the moment you supply control P password, you give the control P command, print. It says, please write down the document password. So from using the keyboard, you can write any password. Once it goes to the printer, it does not process. The print does not process. Until you go to the printer, you select your name in the screen, and then it says, please provide the document password. You supply the password, and then it prints. I hope in your organization, the moment you give the control P command, it processes, it gives the print, right?
Right.
So what happens, let's say by the time you're reaching to the printer, somebody is already standing near the printer, they can take your document, right?
Yeah.
It is a violation of the documentation controls. It is a violation of the password management policy. Okay. Now, the organization says the access control needs to be deployed in almost everywhere. Okay. But if you see your director's cabin or your site director's cabin, you will not see the access control reader. Okay. If you will see it is a free free door. Okay. Is it violating the access control policy? No. But if you go to the HR team, you see that the HR team says HR department has a access card reader. Why? Because there are sensitive document that is lying. If you go to the network server room, you see there is an access control readers. Okay, you need to swipe the card. So is it the organization violating anything? No. The access management of that company says the ACR, the access card reader, will be deployed on a sensitive area where it is required. The director cabin has no confidential document. They have their printer. If you give the director gives the printer a command to the printer, it does not ask for the password because the printing machine is dedicated to that director only. No one else is using that printer. So if it is on a VLAN, the printer is lying on a VLAN where normal people, everybody is using it. So the documentation control needs to be deployed. And if you're giving the print command, it will ask for the password, but not for the directors. Directors has a dedicated printer. So is it violating? No, because there is a term called SOA, okay, statement of applicability. Those people who are trained on ISO, they get to know. It has a list of the controls that we have deployed with the justification and the area of controls where we have not deployed with the justification. If you have given the justification why you have not deployed and why you have deployed, an auditor will not give the finding if you are following what you have written in the policy. Okay?
Okay.
Any more question, team? We have got 2 more minutes.
Yeah, I have a question. So, what is the role of a CPA in those SOC 1 and SOC 2 reports? There is only CPA that signs the report. So, just want to know
Say it again. Say it again. What is the role
of a CISA. You said it's only a CPA that
ISA?
signs the report. Yeah.
No, they can sign the report, but you can do the audit. Like you can prepare the audit report. Seniors are always CPA. They sign the SOC report. It is only for the SOC report. ISO, you can do the audit. You can write the report. You can make the report. You can present the report. CPA is a report where the organization says, or there is a requirement that only CPA certified people will sign the report. Signing the report is like always done by the seniors. They are CPA certified. If you're not CPA certified, your organization will send you for the training to get the CPA.
So
if you are into the SOC.
So a CISA cannot sign it.
No.
Okay.
All right, team. So the time is getting over. I hope you have enjoyed this webinar on SOC 2. Okay, where I have covered SOC 1, SOC 3 also with the bridge letter also and some DRL also. Please register yourself for the full-time course and my support team will help you out. Thank you very much for joining this.
Sorry, the training will be on SOC audit only, or?
No, it is an ISA audit. SOC is the webinar was on the SOC.
Okay, what is that ISA means?
Associate Information System Auditor.
Okay.
So, quick question before you go, sir. What's the difference between the SOC 1, 2 auditor and the CISA, the CISA auditor?
Okay. ISA audit, the training that we're training the people. We are training the audit mechanism. Where if you know how to audit, you can do any audit, whether it's a NIST audit, whether it's an ISA audit, whether it's an ISO audit, it is a SOC audit. The ISA training is letting you know how to initiate the audit, how to process the audit, how to write the audit report. But once you do the audit, the report looks different. The ISO report will look different. The SOC report will look different. The NIST report will look different. But the auditing mechanism is different. The controls may increase or decrease, but the mechanism is completely same for the audit.
Thank you very much. So the complexity between the two exams, the CISA is a little bit more complex than SOC 1, SOC 2 audit. That's what you're saying too as well?
No, it's just plain and simple. It's not CISA, it's the ISA, AISA audit. The audit mechanism I will let you know how to audit in all these frameworks. Yes, I will be touching every frameworks. And at the end, I will show you all the reports also. Okay.
Thank you.
Those people who have joined the webinar, they will get the certificate of attendance to this webinar. Thank you very much, team. Please join the batch. We will see you on the weekend batch. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Somebody raise the hand. Is that Amit?
Hey, Sonu.
Hey, do you have any question?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, is this session going to be uploaded on the YouTube?
Support team, can you please answer this question, please? I believe so. Otherwise, you will get the transcript of this. You'll get the recording of this.
Thanks.